Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game 1 in a set. This is going to be Colorful versus TBCBM. We have Colorful spawning as the blue Night Elf over here on the bottom right hand side of Ancient Isle. Meanwhile, on the top left, we have TBCBM spawning as the teal Undead. Undead versus Night Elf in this 1v1 matchup as things get underway. I am speeding things up to the 2-minute mark just so I can buy myself a little bit of time. We all know what happens in the first 2 minutes anyway. The Demon Hunter is going to be coming out here. Going to go ahead and pick up a Ring of Protection +2 and allow this Ancient of War and Archer to finish off everything here. Meanwhile, on the top left, Death Knight, now making its way out, has an army of ghouls that it will be sending out across the map to put a lot of pressure onto the Demon Hunter. Big problem for Night Elf players early on with that Ancient of War creep is that they are not training any units off of the Ancient of War. And secondly, there is not that natural protection that the Ancient of War provides. Demon Hunter smartly teched up Evasion as the first ability, and also has a Ring of Protection +2, giving it 7 armor very early on. 7 armor early on is very big damage reduction, 29% damage reduction already. Meanwhile, Death Knight is nearby here. You can see that the Archer is taking a little, or the Ancient of War taking a little bit of damage here. Wisp now trying to make its way back all the way over here, and oh, there is a building of a Moonwell. Demon Hunter now going to make its way over, get a little bit of Moonwell here, and now go after the Death Knight here. All right, it looks like a Wisp. Nope, no detonation there. Death Knight now on the board with 25 experience, as an Archer looks to get taken down as well. Things are not looking good for Colorful at this point. This Ghoul army may be able to finish things off here. There is only one additional Moonwell left. There is a, we are at Nightfall, so we are going to be replenishing those Moonwells. And let's take a look at this Ancient of War. Ancient of War is training up units to try and reinforce. Demon Hunter, is it going to get this Ghoul? That is the big question. Demon Hunter looks like he will be chasing that Ghoul down. Down it goes, as the Ghouls are now trying to go after more units here. Detonation. There's a detonation onto some of the skeletal minions, but more importantly onto that Death Knight as well. That Death Knight is going to have a very, very difficult time later on when it does come time to start trying to heal. All right, Demon Hunter doing a great job, or the Night Elf player doing a great job, Colorful doing a great job of just putting in low hit point Wisp inside that gold mine. They are very, very well protected while inside, as the Archers are now going to be shooting back at that Death Knight. Death Knight, let's take a look at it over here. Going to be using that Moonwell once more. Archer now fighting back over here. This is a good number of Archers that we're seeing coming in from Colorful so far, and the Death Knight, more importantly, does not have a Dust of Appearance. With no Dust of Appearance, what does that mean? Well, it means that the Archers can Shadow Meld and pretty much hide in safety. Demon Hunter sitting at level 2 has Boots of Speed with that Ring of Protection +2. Most likely has Mana Burn at level 1. Will be able to burn some mana off of that Death Knight here in just a second, as a Wisp now going to be coming across over here to catch all sight of that. All right, we can see the tech to tier 2 Halls of the Dead already done. The cold tower of that Halls of the Dead making things a little bit more difficult, as the number of Archers are now out on the field, and they may actually be able to take down a Ghoul or two. You got to be very careful though. The Boots of Speed and Ring of Protection kind of runs that Demon Hunter into very, very strange scenarios. Let's take a look back over here. It looks as though this one Ghoul, I don't even know who it's attacking. It looks like that Ghoul is attacking this Ghoul off over here, and that seems to be the case. The Demon Hunter now going after another Ghoul here, gonna try and finish him off. Let's take a look. A little bit of damage being dealt. Demon Hunter now doing a little bit of chase once more, and it looks like it will get down to 85 hit points. 2 more shots should do it. Well, maybe 1 more shot if you're lucky. Nope, it's gonna require 1 more shot. There it goes. Gets the shot off, as the Black Citadel was being upgraded. No cold arrows or cold attack at all. Archer going to get taken down there. Dust of Appearance being absorbed in order to finish off that Archer there, as the Demon Hunter now going to be running back home. All right, Death Knight trying to get ahead of that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter back off over here. Is it going to get spotted? Naga Sea Witch is right there. Demon Hunter is turning around, runs straight into the cold arrows of a Naga Sea Witch. Demon Hunter decides to back off temporarily. It would have been a smarter, safer call to buy a Staff of Teleportation, teleport back home. Why aren't you buying a Staff of Teleportation? There you go, teleporting back home already. Gonna go ahead and use those Moonwells. There you go, and now rejoin in on the fray. All right, Tree of Ages now joining in on the fight. Ancient of Lore is now being added as well. Archer getting taken down right there. as we see a handful of archers, but the Tree of Ages really dealing the majority of that damage, 49 to 69 damage every time it takes a swing at any of these unsuspecting units. Fighting inside a Night Elf base is always scary, as the buildings themselves seem to be going up against you. Now let's go ahead and continue this fight here. Archer looks like it will get taken down, and things are just not going well for Colorful. Yes, he does have a level 2, almost level 3 Demon Hunter, but he is going up against a level 1 Death Knight and a level 1 Naga Sea Witch. He has lost a fair number of units, sitting at 25 over 50 supply, compared to his opponent sitting at 28 over 4 or 31 over 40 right now. I guess things are not that bad of a situation, but things could be going significantly better. Naga Sea Witch now being pulled by Colorful as well. This Naga Sea Witch with the cold arrows may be enough to perhaps start causing problems for TBCBM's own Naga Sea Witch. Down to 41 hit points. There is the kill there. Now going after some additional units here, picking up that Naga Sea Witch. A brilliant, brilliant strategy, as the Demon Hunter now going after this Ghoul here. Ghoul most likely will be able to survive 1 or 2 more shots. The Black Citadel is going to be right there, preventing that Demon Hunter from getting in any more kills. That cold attack slowing his movement speed, preventing him from chasing in. Now that we are at the 8-minute mark of this game, I will say that we are in the mid-game of this particular game. Both sides have their second heroes already out on the field. Black Citadel is already up. Destroyer form now being added by the Undead. That is going to be very, very important here, as the Demon Hunter goes after this 5-3-3-1-1 creep camp. It will give the Demon Hunter level 3, and that is significantly important for that level 2 mana burn. 100-point mana burns, shutting down that Death Knight before he even really gets started. He doesn't have Death Coil. You could even try and 100-point mana burn those Obsidian statues, as the units are now trying to make their way in here. Ancient of Wonders taking a little bit of damage. Scroll of Town Portal teleporting straight up on top of all of those units. However, the Naga Sea Witch getting caught between a rock and a hard place gets to level 2, but may actually want to be at level 1, as it is going to be faster resurrection time. It gets taken down, giving level 2 to the Death Knight. A huge swing of events, as the Death Knight is now leading a larger army in this attack. Druid of the Claw now out on the field. Demon Hunter has rejuvenation, able to run into these battles without any real fear of getting or taking any serious damage. However, Destroyer now out on the field. There is a Devour Magic with a Frost Nova and there you have it. That Demon Hunter getting slowed down, not being able to be healed, as we now see a mana burn onto that Lich. No more Frost Novas will be available, but with that Orb of Corruption, that -5 armor debuff is dangerous enough. Staff of Teleportation back inside the base, gonna go ahead and Devour Magic onto that not Devour Magic, a Rejuvenation onto that Demon Hunter right there. Let's take a look at Ancient of Wonders. Is now gone. Orb of Venom already picked up though, and he also has a Ring of Regeneration, which will help him out tremendously. That Ring of Regeneration will give that extra little bit of damage that is so often needed. But there is no Staff of Preservation that I see. No Staff of Preservation means that this one particular Druid of the Claw is going to have to find its own way to survive. There goes a Lich, though. A Lich getting caught in a very, very tight situation there. Lich is now taken down, but the Demon Hunter still needs to try and figure out how to survive. Down to 76 hit points, and is now desperately on the run. Down to 77 hit points, still trying to fight here. Backing off for just a moment, as we see the level 1 Naga Sea Witch and a Khandra getting taken down from the other side, as the Undead loses the secondary hero once again. Druid of the Claw now being forced to retreat here. You can see that the Destroyer is desperately trying to chase inside here. This one very low hit point Druid of the Claw, perhaps wishing that he was a Wisp in order to hide inside. Not going to work though, as we now see one Destroyer going toe-to-toe with a Naga Sea Witch. No Dryads nearby, though, as we now take a look at a Bear who is running for the hills. -5 or -4 armor means that all damage is going to be amplified. That is going to be very problematic, as the units are now trying to run back every which way. Another low hit point Bear, gonna go into Bear form, up to 379 hit points, now running off to the north just to buy himself time for the rest of the army. The Bear knows that he is going to die, save for any sort of Staff of Preservation play, but with no Staff of Preservation, that particular play is completely impossible. Druid of the Claw down to 45 hit points. Will he get resurrected? You can take a look back over here. Destroyer is now doing a little bit of chase again. The Druid of the Claw getting in one more attack, down to 21 hit points, 22. It is trying to make its way towards the Moonwell. Is it going to get there? Level 1 Lich has fallen during this time. Level 3 now on the Death Knight, as the Destroyers are there once again. So it is bad day to be a level 1 hero. If you are a level 1 hero, you are going to die pretty much. As we now take a look at the Druid of the Claw here. Orb of Corruption transferred to the Death Knight, interestingly enough, knowing that the Lich is a rather weak link and can get taken out of play rather quickly. All right, Naga Sea Witch is right there. Death Knight is now right there, taking a little bit of slow poison damage. Are we going to get a mana burn? No, we are not. Back over here, the Destroyers now looking to engage against the Ancient of War. Demon Hunter has Orb of Venom, could really be going after these units here. Not quite sure why it isn't, but yes, finally gets in a shot there. All right, Druid of the Claw looking fairly sharp right now, looking to be okay. You can see more damage being dealt across multiple Destroyers. Dryad's now going to try and get in front of this army here. We may see some Devour Magic. No, a little bit of Orb of Venom attack as the Destroyer slowly being poisoned once again. Demon Hunter is still looking to do a little bit of chasing here. There is a mana burn again, and now we are going after the low hit point Destroyer. The low hit point Destroyer will be down to about 150. As it now takes to the skies once more. 164. Manual of Health was left behind. It's going to get picked up. Come on, Demon Hunter. You are right there. Going to finish off a Null Assassin and get to level... well, almost at the... oh, gets to level 4 by 4 experience. Now, back over here. Destroyers now lying in wait, ready to strike the main base. But with the number of Ancients of Lore inside the base, that is going to be a rather risky proposition. Meanwhile, Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 2 will get to level 3. And at level 3, with level 2 Fork Lightning, it is going to be rather difficult to try and charge at her with any sort of serious ground army. That early cluster will take such a large bit of damage and the cold arrows will then end up finishing or slowing down the units enough that it's going to be rather difficult to try and finish them off. All right, Ancient of Wonders quickly protected. Staff of Preservation, it looks like, or is it Staff of Preservation? Yeah, Staff of Preservation to get the Demon Hunter back home. And now he is going to be forced to perhaps try and run and catch back up. We are sitting at 47 over 50 supply. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 3 may be able to get to level 4. It should be just a bit shy after clearing out the 644 creep camp. As we see Troll Berserkers, Troll Warlords, and another Troll Berserker getting taken down. All right, Naga Sea Witch, well, it actually may be very, well, let's see. It's going to be just shy, yeah, just shy, 898. Healing Wards, Tome of Strength +2 now in play as well. Let's take a look at Naga Sea Witch, going to read up on that Tome of Strength, get a little bit more hit points, and also have the Healing Wards to heal in between fights. You really don't want to be dropping healing wards on your opponent when they have destroyers, as instead of healing your units, you are just feeding additional damage to those destroyers, which will focus down any grunt that you have in a matter of seconds. Anything with heavy armor. Dryads there. Let's take a look. Bears here. Bears also very vulnerable to that destroyer attack. Attack going down into the bottom left corner now. Lich still sitting at level 2. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 1. Death Knight sitting at level 3. So it is a 4-3, I believe. 4-3, almost 4-4 against a 3-2-1. And if that Death Knight, oh, Rejuvenation back onto the Demon Hunter there. Are we going to see perhaps an engagement here in just a moment? That could be a very big indicator. All right, Rejuvenation still on that Demon Hunter for as little while as it can. Fighting back now. Dryads now showing up. Staff of Preservation save some units. Are we going to see another Staff of Preservation? No, we are not. Demon Hunter now going toe-to-toe against the Death Knight. Death Knight, however, now concerned about his Dryads. Dryads are taking a fair bit of damage. Potion of Invulnerability used by the Lich, as the Demon Hunter now still trying to hang on to a handful of kills. All right. Demon Hunter now, will it be able to finish off any unit? Gets a Dryad, but that is it. Now looking to finish off a Destroyer. Destroyer down to 200 hit points and slowly dropping. May end up at about 150? No, 173 after all of that poison. Economic advantage now belongs to Colorful. Colorful holding on to this location here should be absolutely fine in the long run. the Undead is going to be bringing out a large army to try and shut it down. The Undead has a bigger army at 66 supply compared to 50, but if the Night Elf player can use that gold effectively and spend it all on items that are going to tip the battle in favor of him, this is going to be a rather difficult fight. You cannot solely judge WarCraft 3 on any one aspect. Army size, army composition, hero levels, hero items, economy, and how quickly you're able to replenish those items or replenish your army all make a very, very big difference as things are still getting underway here. Tree of Life about to finish entangling this gold mine. We are going to get, what is that? About 12 gold? What it is going to be 10 gold every second. So yeah, I know someone did the math for me. I did not memorize that chart. If it's 10 gold a second, if you have 5, so each wisp offers 2 gold a second. So if you have 3 wisp, that is an additional 3 gold a second right now. 6 gold a second, which will now make this 8 gold a second, and then finally 10 gold a second. Demon Hunter looking to engage and take down this Forest Troll Warlord. Going to be rather easy. Picking up a Health Stone. That Health Stone should most likely go on that Demon Hunter. Potion of the Lesser Invulnerability is there as well. Naga Sea Witch could also pick it up as well. Both of those are very, very strong items. But I do believe that those items do stack on top of each other. And that Naga Sea Witch is now going to be that much more difficult to take out. Dryad's going to test the waters, finds a couple of destroyers in the air. Those destroyers now looking to back off here. We are maximized on gold, 66 over 70 compared to 70 over 70, 368 gold compared to 554. Dryads now looking to push in off over here. You can see the main Night Elf army looking to line themselves up here, perhaps position themselves in a way to do a very strong push into the 3 o'clock expansion location and shut it down. However, with the number of Dryads that we're seeing, it is going to be a difficult location to try and defend. All right, Demon Hunter already comes inside here, uses a potion of invulnerability. There's a mana burn, and with 2 siege engines, those siege engines, even though they are in fact just illusions, easiest way to figure out their illusions is that there is no tack on the meat wagons. Meanwhile, this meat wagon here causing plenty of problems, getting in damage, and looking to focus down this Naga Sea Witch here. Naga Sea Witch taking a lot of damage, but not before a handful of bears also taking some damage as well. Death Knight now falls at level 4. Level 4 Death Knight falls, and the unit should be at a run at this point. There is no real way that you can try and survive this. You do not have the necessary units. Without the Death Knight, your army is just rather weak. As you can see, the Crypt Fiends and the Bears now looking to finish off another unit here. All right, let's take a look at this. Down over here, Crypt Fiend going to get taken down. Naga Sea Witch going to go ahead and finish off that one unit there. And we now finally have the Naga Sea Witch using a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. Supply count. 58 over 70 compared to 50 over 70. A little bit of an economic breathing room by TBC BM as he quickly goes down into no upkeep supply. All right, Demon Hunter now looking to venture forth here, looking to take down a handful of units. Will be able to do exactly that. Tome of Intelligence right there. Meanwhile, let's take a look. You can see Red Drake is ready to go. Red Drake is going to go ahead and get taken down. Naga Sea Witch now at 5. I believe the Demon Hunter is also level 5 as well, and this may be enough to finish things off. Vampiric Aura for the Bears in their front line, and also for that Demon Hunter. They are going to be making their way and trying to, I guess, clear out the last creep camp off over here. There is a 5-3-3-1-1 creep camp that is left. And after that, if you want to, level up your hero, you're going to have to fight your opponent. All right, let's take a look. Shade still bumming it after the rest of this Night Elf army. Demon Hunter going to come across this and pretty much figure things out. Know that, hey, I can get a little bit more experience. The Naga Sea Witch really needs to take part in this. The Demon Hunter shouldn't even be here at this point, as the Demon Hunter can't gain any more experience. Where is that Naga Sea Witch? Naga Sea Witch is back over here, and it is going to be able to gain a little bit of experience. Nope, not quite yet. Are you going to pick up a Pendant of Energy and a Spring of Protection +2? Very, very nice items so far. as the Ring of Protection +2 will be left behind. All right, let's find that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, no room for the Ring of Protection +2, doesn't even opt to sell it, as we are now going back into each respective corners, hoping for an all-out brawl in that next fight. Naga Sea Witch at level 5, Demon Hunter sitting at level 5, going up against a level 3 Lich, a level 3 Naga Sea Witch, and I believe a level 4 Death Knight. That level 5 versus level 4 and 2 level 3s is going to be a rather even fight, not because of the total number of levels, but because of the wide variety of units and abilities you can use. Demon Hunter now coming in to engage here. Dryads now coming in from the side, and it looks as though the Dryads are going to be trying to dive in on top of all of these units here. Death Knight now trying to engage as well. Death Knight down to, 41 hit points, as the Dryads now looking to finish off a handful of the destroyers here. All right, there's Fork Lightning. Are we going to get some more damage here? It takes a look. It looks like one Naga Sea Witch down to 113 hit points. Demon Hunter is still taking a lot of damage. Has to be extremely careful. And now going after units once again. All right, it looks as though a bear may get taken down. Yes, it does. Mana burn onto the Naga Sea Witch, or excuse me, the Lich. And the Lich is now in serious trouble, down to 150 hit points. Demon Hunter is still off over here, continuing this fight. It looks as though TBC BM will be forced to give the GG. He is forced into a position that he really doesn't want to be, and there it is. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 1. Please stay tuned for Game number 2.